everyone isn't sisterly. I've had my share of people who I thought were sisterly but weren't.
My mind seemed to take a step out, get some air now, let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out?
What's up, Earthlings, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamar, if you don't know already. In today's video, basically what I've learned so far from Spelman Part 2. The first one I made was back in December of 22, which will be in the eye up at the top right corner, I think. So this was suggested if I would create another one, and I didn't really think about creating another one because it didn't really come up to my mind for it, to be honest. The last one was more like organized, and it was a little bit more planned out, and well, I don't know, just more organized overall. This one is not organized, and some of the things you might hear from the last video and this video. So if you are, this doesn't even have to really pertain to just Spelman. This can just pertain in general to college in general. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get on with the video. I will be looking at my computer, and I think last time I had like 20 something. I think I only got like 15, maybe under 15. So the first one, which I'm pretty sure I probably said in this video, and in the next video that's about to come up next week, learn to say no. That's one of the things I've learned about being a swimmer, was learning to say no. Precisely because as a biology major, I have to study. I do not have time to always go out to parties or go out to social events. And the longer that you're there, the more you understand like time management, especially with your major, and you know when you can go out or when you can do things. But that doesn't mean like you keep yourself isolated all the time. Like, definitely always get out your room, you know, study in a different area and all that, but also don't go somewhere and you know your homework's not finished, or you know you have an exam tomorrow and you barely study. Like, learn to say no. There will always be another part. You are in control of your experience. You literally, from the start, unless it's like financial or like family endeavors, you know, things you really cannot control. If you're with a group of people and like you realize that they don't like you or they're being fake towards you, you need to cut them off now, because then things might happen to where like situations might happen and to create you a bad experience, or just in general. Like, that goes to one of my other points when it comes to like learning something new. Like, don't be afraid to get outside your box and do things that you normally wouldn't do, or you know, just have fun, because like you're only going to be in college for 4 years. Like, you might as well try something new. Take the class that you never thought you would like, or you know, that you thought was boring, or you know, try a new hobby. There's like a bunch of different clubs at Spelman's campus. Literally join something that you think might be an interest to you, and it literally helps create, you know, your experience and how you experience not only college but just Spelman in general, because everybody's perception of Spelman is different and everybody's experience is different, and everyone isn't going to have the same experience, which goes into my next point. Everyone is not sisterly. I understand this is a quote-unquote sisterhood, and that yes, it is a, like I said, it is a sisterhood. You will meet a lot of females that are very rude or disrespectful, or just not even there to find a genuine relationship like you might be trying to find. And that's okay. Sometimes I kind of think of it like you think of other people as coworkers. I've dealt with my side of people, or people that I thought were cool with me, but after a while I just thought of them as coworkers because I had class with them. So it is what it is. Because yes, everyone is nice. Yes, everybody is quote unquote friendly for the moment, until someone becomes jealous of you, or someone, it starts to be rude to you, or someone's true colors start to come out, and everything like that under the sun. So be careful who you become friends with. You can acquaintance people, but that doesn't mean you have to be like the best of friends with people, because like I said, a lot of people aren't sisterly, but you will definitely find a sisterhood in people at Spelman, because I have that, but I also have people that are coworkers. The next one is always have your location on, whether it's to your mom, your guardian, best friend at school, just anything. There has been a lot of chaos that has been going around in the AUC. Not even just the AUC as a whole, but just Georgia, or not just Georgia, the entire world. So it's just like, you need to make sure people know where you're going at all times. Even though it might sound like I don't want nobody having tabs on me, you are going to need people that have tabs on you, because if something happens and no one knows where you are, then a whole catastrophe broken out. Everything that your mom, your dad, your whoever is concerned about you, no one knows where you're at. Is that and the third? No one has time for that. No one has time for that. Next one. Give yourself grace. Like, the first year I was very hard on myself. I'm always hard on myself, but I was a little bit more harsher than I normally am on myself, which caused a lot of mental health issues for me. So you have to learn to give yourself grace early, or just give yourself grace in general, because everything is going to be okay. Just continue doing what you're doing, and everything will work out. My next point that I've learned, especially as a biology major, is to have a support system. If you do not have a support system, it is going to be a struggle. Especially as a biology major. It can just be a friend, but for me, it's a lot of people. Like, just one person being your support system for when you cry to, when you just rant to about everything, or just what's going on in your life or at school, is definitely going to be needed, because as a biology major, there are many times where I'm literally in my room just studying, and I just sometimes just need my support system to reassure me where I want to go and all of that in life. It's just really great just to have a support system in general, in every aspect, because it's like you're going to be doing things that you want people to support you in. Next one, it's okay to do things by yourself. In the beginning of the first semester of college, I was since just being freshly new to Atlanta, I was very nervous with doing things by myself, and just leaving, or just other than going to class, just doing things by myself, and just, I don't know, I just wasn't a huge fan of it. But then by the time second semester came around, I went to a museum by myself. I just started doing a lot of more things by myself, especially like on campus, or when it came to like trying new things. I was just like, you know what, if nobody else does it, I'm gonna do it, make some new friends, get to know some new people on campus that I've never met before. And that's what I did. I just officially exploring things on myself. And it's okay to do things by yourself, but like I said, have your location on so people know exactly where you're at, and people know exactly where you're going. The next one is trust yourself. especially on exams and tests. Like, don't keep going back on your answer unless you know the answer is completely wrong, like on a math exam, and then you redo the answer and then you get another answer and then you redo the whole problem and you get, you know, the same answer to one of the 2 tries. Like, don't, just trust yourself. Like, 9 times out of 10, the answer that you chose was the correct answer. You just doubting yourself for no reason. Like, literally just trust yourself. Go in there trusting yourself. Don't backtrack, because the moment that you backtrack is the moment that you could do bad on that answer or just the entire exam in general. But just always just trust yourself. Trust your first answer. Next is stay in your own lane. This is one of my favorite quotes I've said in college. You do not pay my tuition. Even if you did, you do not pay my bills. Even if you did, you did not die for my sins. So, like, especially at a school like Spelman, you definitely have to stay in your own lane, because it can be really easy to get off track or to feel like you're competing with other people, but that's not the case. Like, you're not. Yeah, like, we're not competing against each other. Like, it's not like, oh, if you do, I have to get better than you. It's not that. It's like we're both trying to, you know, we both want to see each other win. We're both trying to help each other. It's not like it's not like I'm trying to do better than you or you trying to do better than me. You know, we both want to see each other succeed. We both want to see each other get that A+. We both want to do good in that class together. This is one of my tips. Be cool with at least one person in your class. Only because, and don't try to use them for the class, but either way, just at least be cool with one person in the class, because also you never know where that friendship can transpire to. But don't use that person strictly for homework. At least check up on that person as like a mental thing too, or be like, hey, are you okay? Why didn't you show up to class today? Because that can lead to a potential friendship. And that's also networking. Come on, work smarter, not harder. Like, there's literally network. That's the beginning of networking. Like, which is what Spelman or the AUC is really big for. Networking. Take breaks. Especially all my STEM girlies. Take breaks, okay? Like, it is okay to take like a 20-minute break or to take a nap. Just recover from all the information that you just put inside your head from class. Plus, most of the time, either 50 minutes or an hour. Hour and 15 minutes or 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like, it is okay. And lastly, like everyone would say, move in silence. Do not tell everyone what you have going in your life all the time. Like, I don't like to say anything until it's completely finished. Like, until I've gone through the process. Unless I don't get it, then I don't say anything about it, because it's just like, hey, I didn't get it. Why am I talking about it for real? But until it's fully completed, that's when you can be like, hey, y'all, I got this. Hey, y'all, I'm a part of this. Hey, y'all, look at me. I'm doing this. Because somebody is out there wishing you failure. Like power in life is literally in your mouth. So it's just like, if you're going to say it, someone's out there is going to literally wish hate upon you. So just don't really tell nobody your business, or just tell people who you know aren't going to speak death over what you're doing. But yeah, that's not a lot. We're back in the back to school series. So this is the first video. I forgot to mention that in the beginning, but oh well. This is the first video for the back to school series, and the next video basically will be kind of how I study as a biology major. But yeah, and then after that we'll be finally getting into the juicy juice meat video that I feel like a lot of people have been waiting for, which is sophomore season move-in day vlog, sophomore season prep and pack, all the sophomore seasons by me. But yeah, that's definitely the up and coming. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you lovely people in the next video. Bye.